Hey folks, I thought I'd share a quick video of the raised beds I put in the other day. This is the little area I had with the garden in it in one of the past videos showing how burnt up and dry the garden was. But I've decided I'm going to go back with a bunch of raised beds in that area and expand the whole area from what it was. But I've put a couple of little raised beds in that I've built. They're 4x8. This one here I put a little bit of the compost that I've made in there, a layer of cardboard down, and then some of the compost that I made. I was reluctant to fill this up with the compost that I made because most of what went into that as carbon material was leaves, like 95% of it, and I'm afraid that may make it a little too acidic from what I've seen from some of the other videos and from what I've read. So I'm going to split that with some other compost that I've got going, or just buy some. But I brought out some lettuce that I'd had started from seed inside, that I started under the little light that I showed one of the earlier videos. That's some of the lettuce that I've had started, and some spinach. That in there was actually started in a Rockwell cube, like I'd mentioned before. I've got a couple of little tomato plants that are pretty sickly, but I figured, what the heck, I'm going to put them out here anyway. But I had plenty of organic pot mix and garden soil left over from some buckets that I'd done, and in other words, the containers that I had some stuff growing in, and I thought I'd use them, or that, to put in this bed. Boy, I'm getting tongue-tied on here, but I've got that in this bed, and it's some good organic mix, and I've used a little blood meal in there with it, and bone meal to get a little extra fertilizer. It's kind of funny, here's some Swiss chard that come up just voluntarily from the spring garden. I've got two different varieties, some red and some white, and I'm probably going to have some of that on a salad tonight. But anyway, I hope to have, I don't know, quite a few more of these before the spring. And this one here, what I'm going to do is probably, as the weather starts getting close to freezing, I'm going to do a little some hoops over the top of it and put a little bit of plastic that I had left over from the greenhouse last year on it. And like I mentioned before, the greenhouse, I'm not even sure if I'm going to close it in this winter. One of the main reasons is I didn't get good plastic ordered, and I'm afraid by the time I get it in, I'm going to be under the gun to try to do it. And I don't want to cut corners. I want to do it right. And I'm going to try to keep as many plants as I can going, and keep the fish in there and keep them going, to keep the everything in the system going, to where next spring it won't take as long to kick off. And we'll see how it goes. That's some wood I've got, some limbs I've got from an ash tree that, I think it was ash, an elm tree maybe, that I'm going to use for a hugelkultur bed and in the spring. But anyway, I've got a lot of chores going on here. I got to get back to burning this brush, and I thought I'd share that with you. And I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you again.